Hello YouTube, it is me, Raina, and I am back. I just want to give my thoughts on the Riverdale series finale and the series as a whole. So my thoughts on the series finale, I was satisfied. I quite enjoyed it. I didn't feel overtly emotional, but I did feel emotional because I have watched this show for a good part of 6 and 7 years. I missed out on certain, episodes and chunks of seasons here and there, but I kept up with it for the most part, especially this final season. So yeah, I was really satisfied. What I would have preferred, Barchi to end up together at the end, and Jabitha, which is Jughead, and Tabitha, yeah, but I understood what they were doing. This is really similar to in the comics to when they had, I think it's called like Life with Archie, where in the comics you could read him ending up with Veronica, and then what would life be like if he ended up with Betty. Even in the comics, they never settled on any end game when it came to the core four group of characters of Archie, Betty, Veronica, and Jughead. They never did that. I mean, they didn't do that with any of their characters, but especially when it came to Archie and Betty and Archie and Veronica, they never decided on that. It's an ongoing love triangle that will last in the ages. But I found it so hilarious that the way they decided to settle that love square was to make it kind of polyamorous. It's like, why not? I mean, when it comes to love triangle, love square, I've seen so many people in other fandoms talk about, like, why can't they just all be in a polycule or be, all together? And I guess this was what the writers thought. I mean, it's Riverdale after all. So there's that. I'm just happy that Cheryl and Tony ended up together. I'm so happy about that. I'm happy they gave Kevin a good ending. They put that character through the ringer through the whole entire show. It's actually surprising that he even, got, a good ending, I guess. But my favorites were always Cheryl and Tony. From the moment Tony showed up in season 2, I think Madeline and Vanessa, they really fought for these characters. And we've been in the trenches. If you've been here, especially since Vanessa first got on the show, the battles that we fought when it came to those characters as individuals and as a couple. And I'm happy and I'm satisfied with their ending personally. We've been through ups and downs with that couple, but we made it through, you guys. But as a show as a whole, this show, once again, like I said, has been a roller coaster. We've had wackadoodle lines, quotes. I mean, this show is, there's been many shows that are quotable, but when it comes to Riverdale, you're like, what was this show? Huh? What does that mean? Like, every single time something wacko happens on this show, it just goes viral on Twitter. Like, every single moment. I don't think any other show, probably other than Euphoria, but consistently since season 1, like, this has been one of the most quotable shows in a while. And the reason why I titled this Real Television is Ending is that we won't have shows like this anymore that are, 20 some odd episodes that, do offhanded episodes that are wacky and kooky and whatnot. I mean, this show is not without criticism when it comes to certain storylines and them really going far with stuff. But, it really showed that they really wanted to stretch what the show would do, and the fact that the network allowed them to do that for 7 seasons it boggles my mind. I think this is the last full series show to end on the CW, and it's kind of sad when you think about it. When it comes to this particular network, I know the history of it and how it began, but it really garnered an audience that I don't think we'll ever see again for any singular network. Like, there are multiple, of course, streaming services that, have shows that are geared towards a younger audience, like teen, young adult, and, talk about, teen shows and young adult shows. Like there's multiple, there's not just that one hub like the CW was, and it is heartbreaking to see it be kind of torn down like this, to be quite honest, but we can all blame that on bad business decisions. So that's my thoughts on this. And just to add in here, support the writer's strike, support the actor's strike. Without those people, we wouldn't get shows like this, or your favorite shows, your guilty pleasures, your, cult classics or whatever. What are your thoughts on this series finale? Were you disappointed with that your ship did not get Endgame? Trust me, I understand, but that's how it is with the Archie-comics and the Archie characters. Really, especially when it comes to Core 4, they really don't get a solidified Endgame. It's always like, oh, we'll leave it up in the ether. Just, go with your preferred ship and just do that. And I think for something like Riverdale, obviously that's based on Archie-comics, I feel it fits with this show, honestly. So leave your comments down below, and bye, YouTube.